I designed an app to put Blinkit out of business. I would offer delivery in 8 minutes, 20% better than Blinkit. And the name of my app, Think It. The slogan, don't blink it, simply think it. Then the government of India said, cannot promise short time delivery. Hello, I've been doing these podcasts, poking fun at businesses, and it has been fun. But everybody is making podcasts these days. In fact, soon I think only my wife and our neighbor's dog will not be making podcasts. So I got an idea to become an entrepreneur and not just launch any company, but launch a tech startup. Yes, a tech startup. And I had the most brilliant idea to do this. I had investors interested too, but before I could launch it, the government of India played spoilsport and rendered the idea impossible. So now that I cannot go ahead with the idea, I'm sharing it with you. So you've all heard of Blinkit, right? Delivery in 10 minutes, how they launched it and took the whole country by fire. Well, my idea is delivery in 8 minutes. Yes, 8. That's 20% better than Blinkit. In fact, if you're mathematically inclined, you could say that if I offer delivery in 8 minutes, Blinkit will be 25% slower than me. But the brilliance of this idea is not just in that 20 or 25%, huge though those numbers are. The brilliance is in the science marketing behind it. I know that 8 minutes is the perfect sweet spot for delivery. How do I know this? Not by reading some boring management report or going through a management consultant's complicated research. I know this by doing my own research, which I did just the way Steve Jobs did his research before introducing iPhone's breakthrough touchscreen. I watched my cousin making paneer makhani for dinner. As she was cooking, she suddenly beat her head and said, "Oh no, no coriander leaves." She opened her phone and ordered coriander leaves through the Blinkit app. After a couple of minutes, she turned off the gas. So I asked her, "Why did you turn it off?" She said, "No, the curry would become dry if she let it stay." I immediately started my stopwatch. In 2 minutes, Blinkit's delivery came. Exactly 2 minutes. Now listen to this carefully. If the delivery had been in 8 minutes, she would not have had to turn off the gas. Immediately, that would have made such an improvement in her life, in her cooking ability, in her relationship with her family, in her overall mental well-being. That told me clearly, 8 minutes is the sweet spot. Millions of dollars, crores of rupees waiting to be made if I can deliver on this sweet spot. And I hope you noticed that pun. Deliver on this sweet spot. And I had a brilliant name for my brilliant idea. Simple and brilliant. Think it. I also had 2 slogans ready for A/B testing. The first one, don't blink it, simply think it. The second one, we will deliver in 8, we will not be late. I also had the ad ready. You may be able to guess this one. Yes, it's an actor playing my cousin, cooking that same paneer makhani, running out of coriander, and Think It delivering it in 8 minutes before she has to turn off the gas. Mind-boggling, correct? And how was I going to execute this 8-minute delivery? Again, simplicity in the brilliance of this idea. I want to be 20% better than Blinkit, so I would invest 20% more in infrastructure. For example, if they have 100 warehouses in a city, say Chennai, I would have 120. If they have 110, I'll have 132. You get the idea. If they have 2,000 drivers in Chennai, I would have 2,400. What? You want to know how I will know how many drivers and how many warehouses they have in Chennai? I'll hire someone from Blinkit to join as my employee. Duh! I'd spoken to investors, and when I explained the idea to them, they were really excited. One of the investors, Pranav Yadav, actually said, "Wow, Paddy, paneer makhani is just one dish. There are so many dishes that Indians cook. And in all those dishes, coriander is just one of so many condiments. Imagine the potential of forgetting a condiment amongst so many condiments for so many dishes. 8-minute delivery before they can turn off the gas is absolutely going to be a breakthrough." And when I told them that I'd be investing so much in Thinkit in order to compete with Blinkit, that I would be making losses for 5 years, if lucky even 7 years, they got even more excited, because VCs know the more the losses, the bigger the idea. In fact, Yadav took me aside and told me I just had to invest so heavily in the first year that there was a possibility of being able to sell the company in year 2 itself, and that too to Blinkit itself. Yes, we were ready with the product, with the idea, with the name, with the ads, with VC investments, all ready to launch when the government of India suddenly announced that companies could not promise 10-minute delivery anymore. At first I thought, oh, we can still promise 8 minutes delivery, but no, apparently we cannot. So I have to abandon the idea, and it's back to doing podcasts for now.